Welcome back to A Country Boy Can Cook. Today we're going to do some cranberry sauce. I love cranberry sauce. I'll eat it on a sandwich just like jelly, or on toast even. And my favorite kind, don't throw me under the bus, but I like the cranberries, the sauce, the jelly type that's got the berries in it. Man, I just think that's some great stuff. I've never tried to make that, but I do make fresh cranberry sauce. And see, I've got some whole cranberries. They've been out of the refrigerator for a couple of hours. They're thawed out. They're good. They're tart, but they're really good. I love cranberry juice, so but taste them, see how sweet they are. Most of them are just, they're kind of a little bit of sweetness, but a little tart. So I've got some water over here in a pan. You can see that there. Let me turn that up on high and get this going. I'm going to show you everything I'm going to use here. All right, no pepper. Got a tangerine. I think they call these little cuties. And this is going to be for my wife. Let me give a disclaimer here. I ain't no doctor. And I'm sure not her diabetes doctor. I can't even get it out. But this is something she's liked for years, and I continue to fix it. It does not drive her blood sugar up. So if you're a diabetic or you're wanting to watch your blood sugars for some other reason, you can try this. Like I said, I ain't no doctor, but it works really good for her. So I take the fresh cranberries and I put equal and sweet and low in it. 2 packs of each, and then taste the sweetness. I touch a little bit of cinnamon in it and a little citrus, a little orange. I don't have any oranges today, but got this. So let me bring these over here and I'll get these started here. So I've had this on high. It's just getting ready to start to boil. And just enough water to kind of cover the cranberries. There's a shriveled up one. Bird must have got to that one. So, ain't got to be no brain scientist to do this one. So you just want to stir them around. You're going to cook these down. Then put it back over on the burner. I've got it on high. I'm going to bring it to a boil. And before I add the sweet and low and stuff, or any of the, you can, if you're making this for yourself, you just put sugar in it. But before I add anything like that, I'm going to let it boil and bring it to a boil. As it boils, those berries will start to pop open. And after it starts to cool down, then that's when you want to add your cinnamon, just a touch. Your orange juice, whatever you've got. Even some people put just a touch of lemon rind in it. And of course your sugar. And mix it together and let it cool down, and it'll make its own gel. Gee, get it fixed here. It'll make its own gel. It'll start gelling up. I don't know if the cranberries have pectin in them or what, but they will gel on their own. So that'll take a minute to cook, and once I bring it to a boil, I'll bring it back over. We ain't gonna watch that pot boil because it takes forever when you watch it boil. So, all right, and as you can see, it's boiling, and every once in a while you'll hear a pop, and you can see the berries are already starting to explode. The peeling's coming off of them. You can hear the popping. I'm gonna turn this down. I don't want it to boil over. Hear the popping? That's the berries popping. They're popping out of the skin. It's like popcorn, kind of. I love raspberries. I love raspberries too. I love cranberries. I like to make a dressing sandwich after the holidays. Got dressing left over. Put it on some bread with a little touch of mayo, a little garlic mayo, You can see it's really getting thick now. My slice of my dressing and this cranberry sauce is really good on it. Oh man, the sweet and the savory together. Put another piece of bread on it and eat that baby. You can eat it cold or hot, don't matter. There's a restaurant around here called McAllister's. They've got a sandwich that has turkey and cranberry sauce on it. I think it's one of their bigger sellers. Anyway, you can see it's getting thick. The berries are cooking down in it. You can hear the sound of the juice. It is getting thicker because it is cooking down. Now I will tell you, don't get that juice on you because it's hot. I can tell you from lots of experiences. Well, let me cook this on down and bring back in a minute. I've got this on pretty high and you can see it's at a rolling boil. Keep stirring it. I use this flat scraper because it's quieter and doesn't make a loud banging noise. But scrape the bottom. That way it doesn't stick. You don't want it scorched. It's really cooking down really good now. It's getting really thick. Just a few more minutes and we'll turn this off and it'll be off the fire when we put the orange or little cutie and the sweetener in it. So I'll bring you back in a minute. Alright, as you can hear and see, it's been on for about 15 minutes or so, maybe, I don't know, maybe a little longer. I just cook by sight and smell. I don't really use a timer unless I'm baking something in the oven. So it's, all the berries have busted apart and they're cooked down. You can see it's going to make a wonderful cranberry sauce. And at this point, you can either put sugar in it, or like I'm going to do for my wife, I'm going to put sweet low and equal. So it's off. Let me move the camera to the other side over here, and I'll get this pot off, and we'll add the mixture to it. All right, back with you. So I'm going to put. You can see it's really cooked way down. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. Hope you can see that okay. I'm going to put a touch of cinnamon in it, probably for that package. I mean, not even a quarter of a teaspoon. You just want the hint of of cinnamon in it. Not a lot. I mean, you can add as much as you want, of course. There's no rule to it, but you can see just a touch. I'm not going to use all that. So just stir that around. I think everybody knows how to make this, but I guess there's people, I've had a couple of requests for it, and so here it is. Make sure you scrape off the sides. I'm using this old heavy cast pot, same one I make tea in all the time. I've got another one I make green beans in, and I made green beans on a different video, and the same one, it's a little larger size. This is a set my mother had back in the 50s. Works really good. So, all right, I'm gonna add the equal and the sweet low, 2 packs of it. You can start out with 1 pack of each. I just know that she likes that pretty sweet tasting, and that was a whole pack. So, I mean, a whole pack of cranberries. I love cranberries. I love to cook cranberries in biscuits. Homemade biscuits with cranberries in them. Oh, they're really good. Let them thaw out really good, fresh ones or half fresh ones. Roll them in a little bit of sugar. Mix them in with your biscuit dough. Yeah, yum. My favorite's orange cranberry bread. I've never attempted to make that. Starbucks has a wonderful one. Different companies have different ones, and they're always good. The Starbucks is really good. And I ain't a Starbucks coffee fan, so. All right, I've got my little tangerine here, my little cutie, and I just cut an X across it, right here. See the juice coming in. It doesn't take a lot. You don't want an orange tasting, but you want the essence of the orange anyway. If you wanted to put the outside of this, if you freeze them, then you can grate them and just get the outside into your mixture. All right, let's see what this tastes like here. See if I have to add anything else. I'll let this cool down here just a second. All right, get the camera around here so you know I'm really tasting this food. It'll take a minute for it to cool down. This is an easy prep. Berries and water, cinnamon, your sweetener, whichever you choose to use, a touch of cinnamon, a little bit of orange juice, orange pith, the outside of an orange, grated up pieces, that doesn't matter. And you don't have to put the orange or any citrus in it, it just tastes better to me. That is so good. It's sweet and yet tart. It's got a great flavor. So go good with Christmas. It goes good on hams, turkey, you name it. On a dressing sandwich, on turkey sandwiches, it's always really good. So anyway, well, that's it, boys and girls, how I make my cranberry sauce for my wife, who's a diabetic. And like I say, I ain't no doctor. I watched a lot of doctor programs on TV, but anyway, so you need to, if you're going to make this, make sure that you can have that artificial sweetener. She can, and it does not bother her, does not drive her blood sugars up, so it's good for her. So this is what this recipe is for, to show that you can make a sweet item using those two. And hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all back in a couple of days. I'm going to make a rustic apple tart. If you like those kind of things, keep watching for my videos. Have a great day. Subscribe, like, and leave me a comment.